Hello, hello. I'm just giving myself a second to see if I can hear myself on my cell phone. Or those that are waiting, if you can tell me, can you hear me? Fingers crossed. Okay. Let me ask my sweet husband if he can hear me. Okay. Welcome. Welcome, my sweet crafty friends. It's Betsy at Museful Creations. And I'm just going to of course. Okay. Okay. Hopefully my husband will say that he can hear me. Because for some reason, I have it on my cell phone, but I cannot hear myself. But hopefully, it's working. And I'm so excited because I've had these little thingies in my stash for months. And I've been trying to figure out a time to play, and I said now is the time, because why not? Perfect. My husband said that he can hear me. Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. And I said, oh my gosh, let's play. So I've seen people use bread clips. I've done my own version and I've used them in my journals and whatnot, but I've never seen these used, these food tags used in online, basically. And if you have, by all means, please share the link because I think it's wicked awesome. So I am going to turn this into a fun embellishment. So let's get to it. Museful Maker members, you're going to receive the template as soon as I'm completed with the live. And on the template, you're going to find two large panels. And what you're going to do is open it up, cut it, open it up. And I did print on both sides. And you're going to use the spine that's on your printout as your guide to score on your scoring tool if you use a ruler, and then distress the edges if you want. Now, what you're going to do is cut a piece of paper that's about 1/2 inch by almost 2 inches, and then you're going to take this funky, I don't know what this is called, but it's an oldie and a goodie by these folks here. And what you're going to do is just make a notch like that. And you're going to make I literally thought about this like 30 minutes ago. I tell you, the things that come to my mind last minute, it's absolutely hilarious. And then what you want to do is grab your eyelet setter and move this lever all the way back so that you can reach the center of that little half circle, if you will. And this one I'm going to have to move all the way down so I can go all the way in. But if I don't do this now, I'm going to forget before we get into it. And then you're going to add 2 eyelets. I think I have them here. You're going to add 2 eyelets, and you'll see why we're doing this, because it'll be easier if I do this now. You're going to do that one, and we're going to do this one, okay? And I did one literally like 20 minutes ago because I was like, oh my gosh, is this going to work? Oh my gosh, it will. Okay, so let's hold on to this. So we're going to put this aside. Now, what we're going to do is you're going to cover the front or the back, whichever you want. And that's what I'm going to do right now. Let me just go here. Okay. That's the hardest part about when you're doing something live. If you don't have a sidekick, you don't know. And I'm like, last time I thought you could hear me. No one could hear me because I was having major issues, but it's all good. My dear hubby says that, oh, there we go. Yes. Whoops. There we go. It only took like, what, 5 minutes. Okay. So now we're going to trim this side, and I want to consider this long part the back, but it's completely up to you. Okay. I hope you are all doing well. And it's not too cold or too hot wherever you live. It's kind of raw out here, 26 degrees. I think the high was maybe 30 in New England, but 26 degrees, 30 is still cold to me. But if it's warm where you're at, that's wicked awesome. Okay, so that's the first thing that we're going to do. Now we're going to, let me see if I could do this. I'm not sure, but maybe it'll work. Will it work? Yes, it worked. Okay. And then what we're going to do next is grab my little magic powder embossing bag. And I'm going to grab this stamp, and I'm going to use my Versamark stamp pad. This is so much fun. And then literally, I have not made one of these. It's all in my head. I want to just line this up a little bit to figure out where I want to, I want to put it here like that. Let me just make sure that it's synced enough. Yes, it is. I'm going to put it like that. And I'm going to press. Okay, I like that. And now I'm going to, this shifted a little bit because it's still wet. So I'm going to move it over like so. Put this aside and cover this. And now what I want to do is grab my white embossing powder, and we're going to do this like so. Put this to the side. Don't fall on me. Hopefully that plastic won't like peel on me because it's getting a little hot. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And almost there. Okay. This bottom one here a little bit. Yeah, that does get a little hot. But it's not bad. I'm almost there. think next time what I might do is, instead of gluing it, I'm going to, what I would say, because it does feel hot. This does feel hot. I might trace it and then do the embossing on the side, just to be on the safe side, because it is a little hot and I want you to be cautious. And now what we're going to do is I want to use a couple of, I want to use fired brick, and I'm going to go right on here, just like so. Just like that. And I'm going to intensify it a little bit because I do want the poinsettias to pop. Just like that. And then I want to use, let me use Sepia. Oh, I like that. I like that. And then here, I want to use, I thought I had a green one, so I'm going to improvise here. I'm going to use olive because I want to do a little bit of green on the leaves here. Just like that. Because I thought I had an extra dauber, but I don't. I'm going to put that there, put that here. And take this again because I want it to be a little bit more intense. Just like so. And then you're going to grab a paper towel and kind of go over the white. And we're going to lift the color just a little bit. And I would say use a different edge or part of your paper towel so that you don't blend the colors, because that will happen with distressing. Is that not cool? Look at that. That is so cool. I mean, later you can go, you could go over those berries with, what do you call that? Those glittery, oh my gosh. I have it right here. Stickles, distress stickles. I have green and I have red. So maybe later I might do that, but I'm not sure. Okay, so next, what we're going to do, you can do something in the back if you want to. Completely up to you. I have shared before that I like to cut these in strips so that I can have them handy. And what we're going to do is glue this to the back, like so. And before I do that, I want to make sure that I nip these corners just a little bit so that they don't peek. Okay? And I'm going to put this just like that in the back. Yes. Perfect. And now what we're going to do is, these little bezels are so much fun. And I want to just distress this little cutout. And I will put a little bit of glue there. Put this in the center. And then I'm going to add a little blob or speck of glue. And we're going to add this dome just like so. Okay. And I want to add this word here. These are one of the things that I shared in a couple of videos. The one, I'll probably have it listed down below, the one whole journal that I shared a couple of weeks ago. I showed the tray that I set up, and it really is handy to set things up like that, because if you sort out all your embellishments and all the Christmassy things that you want to use, it makes it so much easier to just grab things. And I used to do that, and then I stopped doing it, but I'm definitely doing that from now on, especially for Christmas, because it's like a whole month of things, or possibly a month and a half. And then I'm going to use, I got this a long time ago at Walmart. I think it's knitting, but it's super, I mean, it's wicked thin. Can you see that? I absolutely love it, because I've used up almost all my black floss. So what I want to do is loop that through, and I'm going to tie it like so, if I could do it. Goodness gracious, Betsy. Of course. It doesn't want to work. Okay, here we go. There's that. I'm going to loop it, pull it through, like so. And then, because I made a double knot there, we're going to take this, and I'm not sure if I want to loop it around like this for now, or maybe I might do an eyelet. I'm not sure, because again, I've never made this before. So I might do that and bring it around. There you go. And tie it again. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. Cool, cool, cool. And then you can, where's my, it's a little, and there you have it. This can go on your journal. It can go on the side. It could go on the back. I mean, honestly, is that not cool? That is so cool. So what I want to do next is, I said, well, wait a minute. What if people can't get that from their Broccolini? Because I don't know if you have Broccolini at your grocery store. So I said, let's create one. So I started playing around, and I created one, and this is what we're going to do. Now, we're going to take, and I'm going to do a totally different color, and I'm going to prep my little surface here. I mean, honestly, tell me, have you ever grabbed a packaging? I mean, I know clothing labels, I've seen that, but have you, used something unique? Let me know in the comments. I'd be curious, because I think it's so much fun to recycle what you have. Okay, so I'm going to use this stamp here, like so. And I did back it. And I'm going to use my leftover that I did not put away, the white embossing powder. I want to hold it because those little surfaces, I'm going to burn my finger. And now I'm going to use my embossing tool here, my heat tool. And you could do all sorts of things. Add a verse, a quote, all sorts of things that you can do on these. You don't necessarily have to stamp, but I just love this technique because it really makes your stamped image pop. I want to use Cobalt blue. I really want to use this color and see what happens. Ooh, me gusta. Oh, I like that. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to grab the paper towel and go over the embossed raised area like so. Oh, I like that. Okay. And now this little thing here, what you're going to do is you're going to, I made it a little larger. I mean, it is what it is. But what you'll do is you'll hold it, and then you're going to go hold it, like center it. When I say hold it, like hold it in the center. And you're going to go around like this and just cut it. And then you're going to take your distressing tool. You're going to do this like so. Just like that. And now we're going to do un poquito, just a little bit of stamping on the front here, like so. And you could do a little bit right there. Again, you don't have to, but I do like adding stamps to my surfaces. And now we're going to glue. This is kind of like that loop. And we're going to do this. And then I'm going to say, well, how the heck are you going to tie? Wait. Almost there, right, crafty friends? Almost there. Okay, now, you see that there? That's what we just did, okay? The white affects the glare on the camera. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take these Polybands, hair accessories. I got it at my local grocery store. And you can also, I'm sure, the Dollar Tree. And if you don't have a Dollar Tree in your area and you want some of these, just send me an email and I'll send these to you. Because I want you to play. So you're going to slip this hair band through, okay? And then you're going to bring it down like so. And you're going to press. And there you have it. Okay? Super, super easy. And now, what we're going to do is add a little eyelet on the bottom here, because I might want to add something, or not, I'm not sure. And I thought it'd be cool if we add a little bit of stamping here. And I'm going to do this one. It has a stamping on the top. Do that one there. And do that one there. And then we're going to add an eyelet here. like this. Like that. And I'm going to distress these edges just a tad. And then what I want to do, sure if I want to put that there. I don't know. I changed my mind. But what I do want to do next is I'm going to grab this little bulb with this here. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm just going to cut it anywhere. It doesn't matter. Okay. And we're going to string. Let me do it this way. It's easier. Like that. Feed it through. Like so. And then what I want to do is try to feed that through here. Yes, there we go. And feed it through. We're going to tie it. But again, it is so much fun to be able to take something, you're not sure what the outcome is going to be, but turn it into a very festive embellishment. And here is the second one. And then what we're going to do, look how cool. And again, these will go so neat in whatever you desire. Now, what are we going to do here, you wonder? So, how can I keep these? If, let's say I want to gift this to someone, and I want something that will kind of protect them. So this is what I just thought about, because I wasn't sure how would I kind of hold these in their place if I want to give it as a gift. I mean, there's different ways to do it, but it's just how I think. So we're going to put that one there, and we're going to put this one on the other side, like this, like that. And I'm going to put this one right here, like so. And I'm going to trim this little edge here. Now you're going to need, of course, this big one. I mean, you could put it in there if you want to, but I thought, wouldn't it be cool if you grab a safety pin or whatever you have, and you're going to feed it through that notch and that eyelet. And the reason why I said to put the eyelet, because the back and forth of moving the pin or whatever might break that little, but is that not cool? So you could put 4 of these in here like that. And of course, afterwards you can adorn this however you desire, but I think this is so much fun. I know, don't throw away your food packaging wraps. You're going to look at things very differently from here on in. So I truly hope, sweet friends, this will inspire you to repurpose your trash, because it was so much fun to be able to do this. Thank you so much for spending some of your time with me. If you have a minute, definitely share, like, and of course, I'd love to have you subscribe.